2 minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Heiter Michira Part 2. We discussed, since it's Parshat V'chanan, and the Posaik says Lo Tachanem, which means you cannot give the Gentiles a piece of the land of Israel. So we discussed some of the halachot of selling the land of Israel to a guy and how it relates to Heiter Michira. More of an extensive discussion in our shmitta series. We've had a few shirim on that topic. But this is just a summary since it's related to the Parshat Shavua V'chanan. So we discussed the machloket, the argument regarding Heiter Michira in the previous year, and we explained the two sides in a nutshell. Where does one go from here? On the one hand, it's very complicated. This one says that the food I'm eating is treif. I'm eating Heiter Michira, vegetables that were planted on land that supposedly were sold, but it's not considered a sale, and therefore there was planted and harvested in the shmitta on the Jewish land. And the other one says it's totally fine and it's better than buying Arab produce. Well, what do we do? So really, it's very complicated. On the other hand, it's very simple. Aseh lecha rav. Aseh lecha rav. Person has a rav, he goes to for psak, and that's it. If he is zocha, he merits to learn through the topic and understand all different sides, matov u'maneim, that's great. And if he doesn't merit that, so he asks a Rav a shaila, and he finds the psak, and that's it. And maybe one day he'll understand more about it. It's no different than going ahead and question. He went ahead in his kitchen and used a meat frying pan to go ahead and cook something that was cut with a dairy knife on an onion, and so he has to ask a shaila. So here too, ask a shaila without criticizing the other side, and one side is more lenient, one side more stringent. That doesn't matter. Both sides are legitimate sides from Gedolim that's gone on for generations already. Ilu ve'ilu divrei Elokim chayim. They are both piskei halachot that come from giants, and chas v'shalom that one should relate to the other one is as silly as nonsensical, and going ahead rejecting Heiter Michira. What do you do? That it's not political. It's nothing more than that. It's just silly. I don't think that's the proper approach towards the Chazon Ish and Rav Kanievsky. On the other hand, to go ahead and say, Heiter Michira is so silly, it's just rough cook, and there's a chief rabbinate and rabbis who don't compare to the other rabbis. Chas v'shalom, we cannot speak that way. There are giants on both sides, and each person follows his rav, and that's it. It's nothing more than that, and we have to make sure to keep this a halachic issue and not get all emotional. Yes, this is a halachic issue that does have ramifications, holding on to the land of Israel, and for the farmers, and how they keep the international share in the market. So there's economic issues involved, that's true. And how do you relate to the food that's coming from Arabs who may be in Gaza, and we know that their intentions are far from great, and the money that we're giving them, what's it going to be used for? So definitely I agree. This issue is more than just a pure halachic question of what do I do with the onion that I cut with the dairy knife and I put into a meat pan. It is much more complicated for sure, and there's a lot of political stuff involved. That's ramifications here, and how to look at the Goyim, how to look at the Arabs, how to look at the agriculture in the land of Israel, how to look at the economics. There are other issues involved. Still, we cannot let ourselves come to that horrible place of putting down Gedolim and great Paskins who have a different position than the ones that we hold by. And it's very, very important that those who hold by Heiter Michira, they understand it's a legitimate Heiter, but great giants. And those who don't, they understand that they reject that. And those who do not use Heiter Michira understand, yes, there are great Posaik on the other side. There are aligned Heiter Michira, and all those who follow them are fine. But that's not my psak that I received from my Poskim. And if we could go ahead and do that, despite the fact that this is an emotional topic, and still keep the essence of it halachic, despite all the other avenues that are connected to it, then it certainly can help us get closer to Hava Yisrael and to a proper understanding of the machloket in a pure halachic manner. Shalom.